Hi, this is Tatiana from Jinjer and you are watching Impact Channel.
Greetings everyone, our guest today is Tatiana from Jinjer. Hello Tatiana, welcome back to Hungary.
Hi, always pleasure for me.
How are you doing? How is the tour so far?
Well, it's just started, yeah, so it's hard to say, but so far it's okay, yeah. It's hard to to switch on your mind, because although we had like million tours already, but it's always for the first time, it's really hard to start.
And what was the first food you ever had on tour?
Oh man, usually I eat very little, so yeah. Sometimes I don't eat at all because I'm so nervous, I'm always anxiety kid, and yes, I have a zero appetite. So, but so far it's okay. Like the catering and the stuff, it's fine. I try to stick to vegan food, and vegan food is always shitty, unless you cook it at home. I cook it home, so it's always delicious.
What's your specialty?
I don't know. I cannot translate it into English.
Just name the food.
I like beans.
Beans?
Yes. Yeah. And mushrooms. And soya meat, soya beans and stuff like that.
Tofu?
Oh man, no, it's a no-no for me, I hate tofu.
Because it tastes like nothing?
Yes, it tastes like sponge. And usually it is cooked quite badly. Yeah, so I have no idea how can someone love it. Yeah.
Your last album, King of Everything, was released 2 years ago. Are you working on the new material now?
Oh yeah. Right now we are in process of writing, of composing new material, and I must say a few, I think 3 or 4 songs are already done, musically. So this is my turn to write lyrics right now, so yeah. But I haven't yet heard of those songs, so yes, I have a lot of time to dedicate, to listening to new material right now. So I think this autumn, people are going to hear something from us, definitely.
Is there any specific concept in your head for the next album, lyric-wise?
Not at all. Yes, I have no idea. First I need to hear the music and to feel the atmosphere, and then maybe I get inspired. Usually I get inspired by our own music.
I see.
Yeah. So I try to to isolate myself from other music or whatever, and just try to listen only to new stuff, to all those rough ideas, that we record. But as usual, we have our old friend there, Morton Studio, and he he's always available for us. Yes.
What is the music scene like in Ukraine?
It's not quite wide, The scene is not very progressive in Ukraine. There are a lot of bands who have great potential, but somehow, I don't know, they don't put enough effort for growing up. Yeah.
And what are the Ukrainian values that you are most proud of? The traditions, customs, anything?
In Ukraine? Ukraine? Well, I always loved Easter in Ukraine. I don't know why. Like I love those cakes. They are special. Like the form is special, and those colorful eggs and stuff like that. I really miss my family because they live in my native town, and I cannot visit them often. So, like every time I smell the aroma of those cakes, you know, I always like, remember my mother.
So you also got splashed a couple of times with the bucket of water.
Yeah. I remember when me and my friends went to church. Actually, I'm not religious at all, but we went to church at 4 a.m. I think, and we got like, I don't know how you call it, like blessed with the holy water.
Yeah, right.
I don't know why we did it, like, but anyway, that was fun.
What are the values that Ukrainians can learn from other cultures?
Oh, I think the way that the older citizens, like older music fans, treat bands, and the way they listen to music, like the way they attend concerts. That's great because, you know, in Ukraine it's really hard to find someone like older than 25, like in the venue, for example. It's really hard because I don't know why they just stopped listening to music when they are 25 or whatever. And in Europe there are a lot of people who are like quite mature, like it's like, I don't know, we met a lot of people like even 50 years old, you know, and they are still dedicated fans of metal. That's cool.
And where do you go for inspiration nowadays?
Inspiration? My, like musically? Or
Any kind of inspiration?
I really like art. Paintings, for example, also movies. I have very specific tastes for movies and literature, for example. Yes, one of my favorite book so far is 100 Years of Solitude by Garcia Marquez, and yes, I think this is like the top book for me right now. Maybe I will steal some idea from that book. I don't know why. I don't know exactly, but yeah. And well, if we speak about music, I don't really get inspired by it, like at least metal music. Yes, maybe some jazz, as always, some light.
What about movies? What are your favorite films?
Movies. Switzman. Hard to translate in English because, you know, I watch movies like in Russian only, and usually they have like a completely different title in Russian.
Yeah, same here.
And yeah, so the translation is like a completely ridiculous. Swissman or whatever. Swiss Army Man, yeah, Swiss Army Man. That is my favorite. That I think that's the latest movie that I watched, and that amazed me so much that I was so like absolutely overwhelmed by it. So yes.
And what does art mean to you?
Art? Oh man, like if we take a human being and take away his body, like his art inside, like this is the energy. That's
Okay, let's go back in time a little bit. How was your childhood? What were you like as a kid?
Well, I was quite artistic. I was quite easygoing, and then I don't remember what happened, but I started to act like a total introvert, and yes, I didn't like people much, just to have like very basic conversations, stuff like that. I was influenced by my elder brother, and he actually showed me music, like heavy music, and I tried to imitate him. I wore his clothes and boots, and when I was 9, I think I looked like a punk. Yeah, because I was a big fan of Sex Pistols. That was funny, and that was strange because I had at the age of 5 I had a brain injury, and then like my psychic system something went wrong.
What happened?
I fell from a swing.
Oh.
And I hit my head against bricks, and so I passed out, and yes, I spent like 2 weeks in a hospital with constant hallucinations and stuff like that. So yeah, and after all, I had like a very how you said, I was quite scared of everything. Like when I was left at home alone, I had like I continued to have hallucinations as well. So yes, it was like horrible. But right now I'm fine. Yeah.
What was the band that got you into rock music? The first band.
Well, I think I remember that was a Russian heavy metal band called Aria, and I was 8, I think. Yes, my brother showed me this record, and then that was, I think, Nirvana. Yes, not very original in this, and I think my beloved band was The Offspring. I really liked punk rock really much. Yeah, so.
What was the first album you bought?
The first album I bought was actually The Offspring's Americana. Yes. The second one was Conspiracy of One of The Offspring as well. Yes. But usually I didn't tend to buy records because we did copies. And like, yes, still I have like a huge pile of tape records like at home, which are like, I don't know, like recopied many times. Yes, I don't know if they are still like, you can play it or whatever. I think they are totally like damaged.
And the last one?
The last one. Yeah, that's embarrassing because I think it was long time ago. Oh no, I bought vinyl of Amy Winehouse. Yes, Frank album. Yeah.
Do you play any instrument?
I play a little bit of guitar. I play block flute, and that's it, I think. Yes.
If you had the chance and the time to learn a new instrument, what would it be?
Maybe drums, or maybe piano. I don't know, any music instrument is great. I don't know, I really want to play them all. Just because I really want to compose music, like just to partake in composing music by myself, Maybe I have a lot of ideas, but I cannot put them into something, Yeah,
first show as a fan?
As a fan, that was our friend's show, like back in I don't know 2007 maybe. We went to another town, and that was like a first trip for me, like out of my town to another one. And yeah.
Last few questions. Please name your 5 favorite albums of all time.
Oh my God. The Offspring Americana. The Anathema's. Fine Day to Exit, I think. The Opeth, the Ghost Reveries. Amy Winehouse, Frank. I think Gajira, Le Fond Sauvage.
What's the meaning of life?
Meaning of life? Find the meaning of life, you know? Yes.
What are your plans for this year?
To finish this tour, to record new record, to start another one tour, to film some music videos as always, like, you know, yeah, and I don't know, like to find happiness. Yes.
Give any message to your fans?
Yes, as always, I say to our fans that just guys, start listening to new music, support your local bands, try to listen to music and not watch it, and yeah, just be happy with what you have.
Thank you for the interview.
Thank you too. Thank you so much.